Okay, this tutorial is for so good, but we're doing it in the key of G. There is a recording with a female lead in this key, so if you need something to play along with, I would find that one. It's the only one I know of, so it should be pretty easy to find. So this arrangement will be assuming that it's pretty bare bones, that the piano will be taking excuse me, the place of lots of guitars. So you can cut things out as needed. But for the high riff, it's not going to be, or whatever it is. It's a very quick arpeggio to kind of compromise, find a middle between that electric guitar riff and then the ostinato in the background of the electric guitar, not the electric, but the acoustic guitar, kind of come in the middle with this. So that would be G octave in the left, and then D octave, and then D and C, and then D and B, and then D, C, and then B, G, D. So I'll do that really slow. So that's kind of how I came up with a happy medium between the wild arpeggio in the electric guitar and then the strums of the acoustic guitar. And then for a rhythm pattern for verse 1, 2, and 3, to kind of mimic the guitar without being quite as busy, because you still want it kind of simmering in the background. You don't want the piano. The piano cuts through a little bit, I think, more than a guitar does. We don't want to overpower the song, or the rest of the musicians, even if there's only a few. So it'll be, I'll do it slow. So that pattern will be left hand first, and then I'm doing D, G, A, D. One, two, three, four. So it'll be, I mean, that's not how you would count it if you're doing it with the metronome, but that's the number of times you'll be doing that in the right hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so the fourth time is more like the first 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, and then over E, same. So that'll be the same thing over and over again. So it's pretty quick at speed. And actually it's easier to not do all of the notes. I find myself doing that, going so that on that fourth one. So do that all through verse 1 and 2, and just kind of keep it as subtle as possible. Like, you don't want to totally power, like, you don't want it to be like this this blasting in the background. And then for the chorus, the same thing. But at the end of the G, do that same riff but in the lower register. And I'm actually skipping the A minor in the chorus 1A. And I'm going to go ahead and skip it in chorus 2 as well and let the bass do that, because with that rhythm that we're doing in the right hand, I mean, you can do it. It just ends up sounding a little stilted. So chorus 1A will be... So for the turnaround, that last G in the chorus 1A overlaps with the first G in the turnaround. So you end up doing that 4 times. And then verse 3, same thing. It's not written in the chord sheet, but over the word surround, you can hear it in the background, that walk up. So you kind of interrupt yourself, but for A minor, you're doing an A minor and then G over B, but the A minor looks more like an A4, A minor 7, add 4, if you want to be technical. Chords are hard to name sometimes. It kind of, people can have different opinions on what you're doing. But either way, the notes for the A minor, so A octave in the left, and then D, G, A in your left, and then walking up to G over B. So just a second inversion, G over B, and then back to the... And then so continue through the verse. And then the second half of it, you have how you carried my cross. So either way, there's something in there over the G over B. So I think it sounds good to do B, C, and then land together. So it's right before that B, C, D comes right before the G over B. So do something for C, and then another little thing like that towards to the A minor. So G, A, and then land together on A minor. So I'm doing D, G, C, B, G, and then back to the... So for chorus 2, all the same things as chorus 1, but then we get to the second, it's twice as long, and it changes a little bit. So the first 2 lines... Oh, sorry. My timing was off. So then when you go from G to D, something to help, because the meter feels a little weird if you keep that and then do the G and the E, because it's not the same. Maybe it is. So it can feel a little disjointed. So what I did to kind of resolve that weird feeling of time, so I'm on the second line now. And this time over the G. So one time with that, and then over D. So that helps like clean up the time feel. And then when you go to E minor now, instead of down here, you're up here. I mean, you don't have to have it just helps keep the rhythm, or you could go. skipping the A minor, and then on that last G I'm doing the high riff. It'll be twice, but the second one will be cut short because then you're going to the instrumental, so it'll be like this. And that's actually too slow. This is going to be a little bit faster than that, I think. So for the instrumental, something like that. So what I will show you is how I walk down to get it down to the lower octave. In the recording you can hear it staying high, but again this arrangement is assuming you're going to have to fill out a lot with the piano. So we got to walk it down to a lower octave to give it a beefier sound somehow. So whatever you choose to do for the instrumental. And then I go D, B, G, D, E. So D, G, B, D, and then over on the G over B is when I connect the E and the together, and then now we're in position to be in the lower octave. And there's something like that in the background, so I'm doing over the D, G, F sharp, and then when we get to, then there's a G over B, and then it repeats. And then you stay over D, and then going into the chorus 3, there's something in the background kind of like that. So then I do C, B, G, and then same as the chorus 3, again skipping the A minor, and then this time when you get to the G at the end, doing the riff low. So it'll be 4 times. So like a so you could do something like that, or so do a C over G, and back to, and then to chorus 1B. And then I would do get that riff in there. So you do that for the first 2 lines, and then when you get to so good to me, the second to last one, it's in the one of the versions I've heard they do this walk up and down that I think works to kind of let the energy descend, because otherwise it's kind of abrupt. So instead of or what you're doing is so D, G, D over the E minor, and then you, for the second so, you're on G in your left, and then D, G, C in your right, and then A in your left, and then D, B, and then a G over B. For the fourth so B in your left, D, G in your right, and then, so you're doing like a C2. So C in your left, D, E in your right, and then the sixth. So you're doing a G over B. So B in your left and D and G in your right. Good, it would be A minor, D, G, C, and then second inversion G. So I'm doing D, G, A for that B minor, and then it descends, and then this time you're skipping some of the walk up and down. You're going, just doing the same things as you did before, but now it's just E minor. Doing the same thing in the right hand, but you're not walking it all the way with your left. And then you're doing, instead of D and B over A minor, you're doing it over G. And then D, G,